Okay, welcome to the Dublin Academy. Today is Leaving Cert Ordinary Maths, Series 1, Episode 5. So we're doing factors and roots of quadratic equations and other factors, maybe if you can get them in. But anyway, you have to do solve the following. Solve the following using the formula. Okay, now we'll come to that. I have the formula here, and we'll get back to it. Now I gave you a question last time, the 04, I gave you a question of these factors here, and you had to solve the bring it back and solve the equation, bring it back and form an equation. Okay, so when you're given the roots, all you do is you just submit the roots into an equation. Now copy these. Okay, x squared plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, 10x squared minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 3. Bring the 3 across, make it a minus 3. Everything must equal to 0. And the same for this. Multiply across. Okay, you got 2. You've got to multiply across by the LCM, lowest common multiple, which is 2. It's the same as fractions, all the same. We just repeat them except we've got x's here. So I'm going to rub this out and I'm going to do this question here. First of all, you're given a quadratic equation. Now I'm going to take this one. I've got 2 and minus 4 as the intersection points of this graph with the x and y axis of this quadratic graph. Now, given these roots, I can say, well, what is the name of this structure? What is the name of this diagram, this quadratic? So I have to be able to give it a name. And I can do that by following this formula. Minus x squared minus x times the sum of the roots plus the products of the roots equal to 0, almost equal to 0. Okay, because this is all relative to x. Now, so we know that the roots are 2 minus 4 from the previous question here. 2 minus 4. Let's change the marker. And so we put into the equation x squared minus x times the sum of the roots, 2 minus 4, which is minus 4, plus the products of the roots, which is 2 times minus 4, as you can see here. Okay, so x squared minus x times the sum of the roots, add these, sum means add them, 2 minus 4 is minus 2, plus the products, 2 by plus by minus is a minus, so this changes to a minus, 2 4s are 8. Minus by minus is a plus. Don't forget your x squared plus 2x minus 8 equals to 0. And you can see that this is a positive equation because it's positive x squared, so it's going to go like this. And that's the equation for that formula. That's the equation. That's the name given to that formula. Okay, so that's how you form an equation given its roots. Now, let's go on and do other type of roots. Now, let's say we have 3x squared minus 27, and it says, oh, it could be simplify, or it could be simplify and solve. Simplify and solve, which we can do in this case. Okay, so let's, first of all, I'm going to divide across by 3 because I want to reduce it. Okay, or I can bring everything over and make it all equal to 0. It doesn't really matter. So I've got 3x squared is equal to 27. X squared is equal to 27. It's multiplication here. It divides by 3. X squared is equal to 27 divided by 3 goes 9. And this should be x cubed, x squared. Okay, yeah, that's right. So x squared is equal to 9. X is equal to the square root of 9. Plus or minus is the answer. X is equal to plus or minus 3. So the roots in this is, if you put 3 in, you get to equal to 0, and if you put minus 3, you should get into equal to 0 as well. So there's 2 values for x. Okay. So that's another type of quadratic factor, you know, and that would be displayed as a line. So here's the formula. X is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now what does this mean? Well, this means that I can put in roots into this equation if I'm given the roots, or so for example, if I'm given the roots, I'll find an equation. So So let me fish out a question here. I should have. Okay, given the let's pick the last one we had there, which was 2 minus 4, I think it was. Well, we'll try 2 minus 4. So x is equal to this and y is equal to that. Right. So we can't do anything with this. So let's try our factor. Let's try an equation. Let's throw an equation there we can't seem to find an equation. We'll throw one in that we can actually do, so we can prove it. Now in this case, this is an equation, and let's pretend we can't solve this, but we can really, because the factors of minus 6 to add to give you minus, the coefficient minus 1 here is going to be minus 3 plus 2. But let's do it the formula way. A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 1, and C is equal to minus 6. Okay, so this is A, this is B, and this is C. A quadratic comes in that form, we have to just remember that. So we put it into formula. X is equal to minus B minus minus 1 plus or minus the square root of minus 1 to be squared minus 4 times A, which is 1, times C, which is minus 6. Now be very careful here. All over 2A. Okay? X equals to plus or minus square root of B squared. Yeah, all over 2A. So we just continue on and we just see how we can get with this equation. So minus by minus is x is equal to minus by minus is 1 plus or minus the square 2 times A, which is 2 times 1. 1 squared minus 1 to be squared is minus by minus, which is 1. Minus by 1 is minus 4. Minus 4 by minus 6 is plus 24. All over 2 times 1 is 2. Right, okay, so there we have x is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 25 all over 2. Okay, so there's our answer. Now you say, well, what can I do with that? Okay, well let's get a bit of space here. So I'll try and sort it out. 1 plus or minus the square root of 25 all over 2. That means that the values is either x1 plus or 1 minus root 25 over 2. They're the two solutions of this equation. Okay? Didn't go really that well. I must have a look, see if there's should be fairly quick here now. So the square root of 25, so that's going to be 1 plus 5 over 2, and this is going to be 1 minus 5 over 2. So you got 6 over 2 and you've got minus 4 over 2, and you get back to your values of x is equal to 6 over 2, which is 3, or minus 4 over 2, which is minus 2 times. Okay? And you can see that, yes, the factors are this. Okay, when you bring them back, you will, let me just check this as 1 plus, that's 6 over 2. That seems okay. 1 minus all over 2. Yeah, okay. That seems to be checking out. Right, okay, that's great. So that's how you use the formula. Remember the formula, you can only put in not the factors, the roots. So when you get x plus 1 by x minus 2, or the question is form the quadratic equation, you know that the roots then are equal to x minus 1 or x is equal to 2, and you just slot them in. Okay. Right, so now, and we got, I think that's it. I'm just going to do, I'm going to do factors for the next day. The factors of difference of 2 squares, the sum of 2 squares, difference of 2 cubes. Thank you very much for your time. Bye.